How many ads should I be running? Some people say you need to launch dozens of new ads every week. Other folks insist you only need a couple to see the success that you deserve. And the honest truth is somewhere in the middle. So on today's 5-Minute Friday, we're going to be breaking down exactly what it depends on so you can find the perfect balance for your business. And you'll never have that question ever again. So before we dive in, I just want to thank you for all your support. These 5-Minute Friday videos have been blowing up this channel. So if you like this video, go ahead and like this video. And if we get 100 likes on this video, I'll do a full screen share deep dive to answer this in far more depth than we can get to in 5 minutes. And as always, if you have questions, drop them in the comment section down below and show up to our weekly calls on YouTube every Friday at 12 Pacific Standard Time. And we'll answer all of your questions live on the air. All right, that being said, let's throw 5 minutes on the clock and get to it. So the right answer on how many ads you should be running completely depends on how you are using Facebook ads to begin with. You should ask yourself, am I running manual sales campaigns to promote my hero product? Am I running a lot of different campaigns to promote anything that drives a profit? Or am I using advantage shopping campaigns to just run a lot of ads through anything with a contribution margin that means I can spend more money tomorrow? The answer to this question is really important because remember, Facebook is a machine learning algorithm. What are we teaching it? Launching a lot of ads without the proper strategy ultimately means that we're spending a lot more money on a lot more dumb things, and that's not necessarily the path to sustainable success. And it certainly isn't one that'll get us there in a stable fashion. But there are cases where running more ads absolutely makes sense. So let's break those down first. If you're constantly creating really engaging content, like your TikTok is always going viral, and every time you post anything on Instagram, your notifications light up so much your battery dies, then running an advantage shopping campaign where your ads are going to fatigue constantly is totally fine, because ultimately your success and failure is probably way more dependent on you being able to catch lightning in a bottle, and the more lottery tickets you pull, the better your chances are of winning. Just remember that every time a new ad wins, it's because it's making an older ad fail, and that cycle is something that you're going to have to, as you scale your budget, do more and more of to sustain. Now, if you're a business selling a lot of different products and promoting all of those different products with a ton of campaigns, this is a situation where you might need to run a lot more ads. Because you're not really leveraging machine learning, you're just chasing profits wherever you can, the volume of ads that you launch doesn't really have a detrimental impact on the results that you see. And lastly, if you're using your Facebook ads as an additional marketing channel to an already really successful business, like you look at Jones Road, his mom is Bobby Brown. It's basically like Michael Jordan trying to sell you sneakers. Your Facebook ads are just another cog in the wheel. In this type of situation, your Facebook ads basically function like Google Display or email. And because you're not leveraging machine learning, you're just letting Facebook be another place where your engaging content can be shown to somebody who's probably going to be a customer. And this works because you're not requiring Facebook to be a machine learning data-rich environment. And that's okay. There are tons of brands that are wildly successful doing it. But also, if you're not a wildly successful business on a lot of different channels, chasing that rabbit hole is not necessarily going to bring you the fruits that you want. If you're a mature business driving, say, dozens or even hundreds of sales a day, leveraging Facebook as the machine learning algorithm to give you compounding results is probably the better way to go. When you have fewer moving parts, you can really leverage Facebook and the algorithm, which is the greatest AI ever invented, in doing what it's designed to do better than anything else. And that is curate and condition consumer behavior. And in this case, we do that to sell things. In these situations, new ads are effectively liabilities. It's like hiring a new employee. It takes time and resources to train these new employees, and that comes at the expense of the support of already excelling employees that you have. So in these types of environments, you want to stick to a very simplified architecture. You do a 4PI analysis to understand what ads are excelling and what ads are struggling, and the purpose of your creative testing is ultimately to hire new employees that are better than the ones that aren't doing their job well enough. Think of it like this. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. And the purpose of creative testing is to replace weakest links with stronger options to make the chain stronger. You're not trying to get as many lottery tickets as possible. You're trying to build something that you know how it's going to behave. You want to know exactly what your weaknesses are so you can very surgically and strategically test to improve where you need improvement. How many ads you should run ultimately comes down to a simple question. How much risk are you willing to take? So with this, there are 3 simple rules that I'd love for you to write down. First, every new ad is a gamble. It's unproven and sacrifices how a known performer behaves. Existing ads with a lot of data are far more stable. And if you have a stable environment, solving problems becomes far easier. And the last thing is, the more ads you launch, the more chaos you introduce. And this can totally work for short-term wins, but makes long-term planning all but impossible. So whether you're running 1 ad or 100, understanding your goals and your risk tolerance is crucial to being able to understand the question of how many ads should you really be running. Remember that Facebook's machine learning algorithm relies on data, and simple machines are far smarter than complex ones, and it's a lot easier to fix it when something goes wrong. So if you have questions about your setup, go ahead and drop them in the comments section below and respond to other people's comments. The community here is super powerful, and I'm constantly amazed every single day about your feedback. I would love to know other things you'd like for me to cover in future 5-Minute Fridays. And before we go, just once again, thank you so very much. I hope to see you on one of our lives every Friday at noon Pacific Standard. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel. Apparently only 35% of the people that binge this channel are subscribed, and I would love to make that number higher. So until next time, I'll see you on the internet. Bye.